the luckiest moon sign of 2026?
Is Aquarius, because people are going to really thrive. And for me, it's a green flag.
Which moon sign have the highest probability of meeting their soulmate?
Gemini Moon sign. The second one I would say is the.
Which are the signs that are gonna see unexpected success?
They're going to get like overnight success or instant recognition. They might just go viral.
Is there any cosmic event that is coming up in 2026 which can impact all the signs?
One big shift that I do see coming is the mid of June and July. This sort of a cosmic event rarely happens. Now, when all the moon energies come together, a lot of childhood traumas, wounds, secrets, a lot of truths will come out. Emotionally, people are going to go through a lot of misalignment in their relationships. So it could be breakups to breakthroughs. There will be a lot of political upheavals. Leadership is going to be questioned. Be ready. There will be a lot of spiritual awakening also this time. Suddenly, people are going to relocate. Suddenly, people will want to take up spirituality where someone probably didn't have any sort of sign of inclusion.
Which moon sign has the highest chances of attracting someone from their past? Should they be trusting it? Hi, Pracchi. Welcome to Uncharted, and absolutely looking forward to this conversation with you.
Thank you, Natasha. So nice to meet you. And
Likewise.
I'm so glad to be here on a sudden short notice.
I told you, you've come to Delhi only for us. That's what I
Yeah,
believe.
completely unexpected.
Yeah.
And we are vibing today. I think we're on the same frequency. Look at the black and white.
And it was telepathic, I
And
feel. We didn't even discuss it.
yes, absolutely. So I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Likewise. And
Yes.
honestly, when I do podcast, it is more around, I'm trying to understand a spiritual concept, or
Yeah.
maybe, we are delving deeper into something that's already known. But these year end and year start podcasts, these are my favorites, absolute favorites, because
Yeah.
I feel this is the time, those happy vibes and that happy news that you spread among
Yeah.
people, that
Yes.
what the year is gonna hold. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm absolutely looking forward. So let's get into it straight away,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Let's start with the first question. How 2026 is going to be, in a sense that, what is it that is coming in 2026 that people do not know about, or should be prepared for, or should be happy about? What is it?
Wow, I feel like I'm in a hot seat. So, 2026, as we know, like, when you add the total digits, 2 plus 2 plus 6 totals are 1. And so, 4 plus 6 is 1. 1 is the sun's energy. So we are getting into the universal energy of sun. Sun is a masculine planet, and sun talks about action, leadership, independent decisions, ego. So sun is always shining bright. It can also burn you down. So it has the negative and positive. And 2026 also carries the vibration of new beginnings. It is made up of 2 plus 2 plus 6, so a lot of moon energy, because 2 signifies the moon. And since we have a lot of moon energy, which means it's going to get balanced with a lot of feminine energy, because moon is a feminine energy, which means this year is about new beginnings, but a reset.
Okay.
So when you talk about a reset, we're talking about emotional reset. Emotional reset because it's carrying the moon's energy, which is the feminine energy. And I'm not doing a masterclass, but it's for you to understand that it's so important this year onwards as we enter 2026. We must balance our feminine energy to experience leadership with compassion. So it's all about emotional alignment. It is all about emotional reset. So you have to take care of your ego, your anxiety attacks, anything which signifies the sun in a negative connotation is where you need to keep a check on yourself and your personality. This year, since we're moving into the energy of sun, a lot of new beginnings are going to happen, whether it's your career, finding your life partner, and so all of that.
So if I can reiterate, it means that there can be relocation happening. It can be,
Absolutely.
patterns ending, new
Yes.
cycles beginning.
Yes.
It can be
Yes.
old relationships dropping
Yes.
because you're not in the frequency. I'm assuming that is it's gonna be.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. You got
Lovely.
it.
So, like you said, that 2025 was high on Mangal energy, right?
Yes.
And we have seen how it started and how it's ending. It has been a very intense year for all of us,
Yes.
right? So 2026, is it going to be again on the same? Is it going to be like a karmic reward? Or is it going to be because I
Yeah.
came across this content on Instagram where
Yeah,
it said
yeah.
2025 was the year of snake
Yeah.
and 2026 is the year of horse.
Chinese.
So a lot of leaps happening,
Yeah,
right? A
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
breakthroughs happening.
Yeah.
How do you see 2026?
So, like you said, 2026, you rightly said that it is the year of karmic rewards. It is also the year of karmic realignment, but actually, it is a mix of both, which means that it is the year of karmic filtration, which means that if you've been authentic in all these 7-8 years, so क्या होता है ना हमारी 9 years की cycle होती है for
Okay.
every human being, so when we complete those 9 years, and universally also we follow a 9-year cycle, so every 9 years there's a new beginning for new things.
Okay.
All right, so we finished those 9 universal years. We are entering a new sun year, which is the new universal year. It's absolutely brand new. So what's going to happen is karmic filtration. So karmic filtration basically means in all these 9 years, if you've been authentic, more so, if you have been consistent, you have been integrity conscious, if your choices have matched your truth, then this year is going to support you beautifully. Yeah. But if you are the one who's been procrastinating a lot, not have achieved, your things that you needed to achieve in those 9 years, hiding behind truths, not confronting truths, working under fear, doubts, guilt, which is human. But if you've been consistently doing that, then this year is not going to support you, the 2026. So it's going to filter out people, situations which are not aligned to this year. That's why this year is of karmic filtration.
Okay, so basically, we're saying that if someone who, we came across a lot of people like that who say that, I've been working so hard all my life, and I've not got rewarded.
Yeah.
This is the year that they can
Yeah.
expect their rewards, right? Where
Yes.
people say that, I've been absolutely honest, maybe in my relationships, maybe the way I am, but I've not got that kind of reciprocation. So
Yeah.
this is the year when it's gonna happen. This is what I'm understanding
Absolutely.
from karmic filtration.
So
right?
this is the year when you have to stop waiting. Stop waiting for things that didn't happen. You just have to start.
Wow.
Because if you don't start, you will just keep waiting. And that's when the universe will throw you out of the system. Literally not, but indirectly, where you'll feel like you've got pushed behind. So just start, make that beginning and start. And you're like we had a conversation, you have Aries in one of your birth signs.
Yeah.
So you're full of action, you're full of the energy, you're an action taker. So we need more people like that. We just need to begin. So, yeah.
So how do you think how it's going to look like for the world? Like, is there any cosmic event that is coming up in 2026 which can impact all the signs, like all the moon signs emotionally that you want to talk about and how it looks for the world?
So certainly it's going to impact all the moon signs. Moon signs are basically your inner personality, your behavior, how you think, how your mind behaves, right? And all of us are ruled by our emotions and our subconscious mind, like we all know. And that is what a moon sign talks about. Now, one big shift that I do see coming is the mid of June and July.
Okay.
So June 15th to about July 17th. So June 15th, mark the dates, July 1st and July 17th. So June 15th, you have the new moon. The new moon is followed by the lunar eclipse, and then July 17th, which is July 1st, that's the lunar eclipse, and July 17th is your full moon. Now, what happens is this is a very tight emotional corridor for all the moons to come together, and this sort of a cosmic event rarely happens. Now, when all the moon energies come together, moon is for your emotional reset. So a lot of emotional upheaval individually in the society globally, which means individually a lot of childhood traumas, wounds, a lot of secrets, a lot of truths will come out,
A lot of buried stuff,
Lot of
basically.
buried stuff. Emotionally, people are going to go through a lot of misalignment in their relationships. So it could be breakups to breakthroughs, depends on how strong they are. And lunar eclipse and full moon energy globally, in terms of the society, there will be a lot of political upheavals. Leadership is going to be questioned. There will be a lot of anxiety spikes even amongst global leaders. So there is going to be a lot of massive shift around this time. And globally, if people are on different conflicting ideas, it may create new policies or new leadership positions for people. Like we know that, we have our prime minister, we are already talking about it, about him, whether he's going to continue or not continue. So this period is a very susceptible period for that. So if we are able to align ourselves and integrate ourselves emotionally as per our Vedic astrology and Panchang, this we will be able to survive this. And if you're not, be ready for some leadership positions being changed, a little bit of political upheaval, and personally some major challenges in relationships. So yeah. So ritualistically, you can do multiple things, but when you have upheavals like these, you need to take charge of your emotional mental health, and that is what will help us to align. So if you need to take therapy, you
Do
need to,
it.
yeah, you need to, because there will be a lot of spiritual awakening also at this time. People will need it. So whether you need to go to a tarot reader, clinical hypnotherapist, counselor, you want to become one, because suddenly people are going to relocate. Suddenly people will want to take up spirituality where someone probably didn't have any sort of sign of intuition. So all this will happen because they're all trying to protect their energies, trying to understand what's going on. So please do it. Please go on to this path of spiritual awakening, because that is the way forward for all of us.
In fact, this exactly was my next question, that
Oh,
how
okay.
2026 is going to be a conduit for spirituality. Like, how does it look for spirituality?
So this energy is ruled by sun,
Mm.
and we will have a lot of spiritual leaders emerge,
Okay.
and because it has a lot of feminine energy, so a lot of women leaders, spiritual leaders
Wow.
will emerge beautifully and will shine. We have a lot of female podcasters like you who will shine their light. And since we also embody the masculine energy because of the sun,
Mm.
these female spiritual leaders, thought leaders, speakers, motivational coaches, even politicians, women, they will really come forward and take action. So I think it's a great year for spiritual awakening. Anyway, India has been, going through this surge of massive spiritual awakening, and it's going to continue. It's going to be a fantastic year if the women who are coming to the forefront are able to balance their Shiv Shakti beautifully,
Mm.
not becoming too masculine and forgetting that, we are the divine feminine and we need to have that compassion to move forward. Otherwise, ego, anger, guilt, everything can just ruin a lot of things. So I think it's very important to move forward with grace, move forward with dignity, move forward with compassion, move forward with confidence and clarity.
Mm.
But anything over the top can spill the beans for you.
Mm.
So it's a good year. It's a very good year
Spirituality.
for spirituality, for the women,
Mm.
especially.
I love it
So,
because, in fact, I think I discussed in my last podcast as well that even when it comes to spirituality, we see a lot of male, and I have no problem with that, but it's just that I'm just saying about equity,
yeah,
that we see a lot of male spiritual gurus, and
yeah.
I would love to see equally at the same level more female spiritual gurus coming up. But now when you said put it like
Yes,
this,
yes,
I feel like, maybe, it is being heard somewhere, and,
yes, yes,
somewhere
yes,
the grandpapa is kind of realigning it, that, we
yes.
need to have the balance, like you said. So what I'm understanding is that, we can see a lot of spiritual awakening happening, people unlocking their intuitive powers,
Yeah,
people getting into telepathy and all. I'm assuming that
yeah,
2026 is going to be great for
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Okay. So my most favorite question,
Okay.
where I feel a lot of people would love to know the
Yes,
answers, that
yes.
tell me what are those signs in 2026
Okay.
who are going to have the best 2026, like everything coming for them all aligned.
Okay.
They're going to see massive success and massive shift, like what they've been really looking forward to. What
Yes.
are those top signs?
Absolutely. Since 2026, we want to start on a high note. Come what may, in the middle of the year. That's a part of the entire package. We're going to start with the Aries, and We're going to start with all the 12 moon signs. Now, specifically, why moon signs? Because the moon signs rule your inner mind, your subconscious mind. And I think what is in your subconscious mind is the most important.
So for that, I feel what
Yeah.
you do is right before we delve into it, why don't you break it down for the audience? Sun sign, zodiac sign, rising, and moon sign, because all of us just think that,
Yeah.
you know, what is in my sun sign or what is in my zodiac is actually the truth, right? And
Yeah.
how does one find out their moon sign?
Yeah. So, all of it is the truth because all these three components are a part of you.
Yeah.
They're a part of your soul and personality. So, whether it's your moon sign, it's called the Rashi in Vedic astrology.
Okay.
Then you have the sun sign, which is also called the zodiac sign in Western astrology. And then you have the rising sign, which is called the Lagna or the Ascendant.
Yeah.
Now, they all make you. They all make you, Natasha, as the person, because without each one of them, we are incomplete. So when you come to the moon sign, and that's my favorite because it drives your inner motives. It is your emotional memory. It is how you behave emotionally. It is the inner you, which very few people know. It is actually hidden. But everything that comes forward, for me, say, I'm why did I choose to become a healer, or why I'm a tarot card reader, or why are you projectors, like you did the human design, or why are you doing what you're doing, all gets driven from your subconscious mind. So that's your moon sign.
Okay.
And even when we are matching the Kundali, we are actually trying to match the moon sign, the Rashis of the couple or the partners.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, we match that to see how are the emotional behavioral patterns, because eventually it is your emotional adjustment with each other or emotional disconnect, right? That's where most things happen. So that's why moon sign is very, very important. And the way to see it in your Kundali, which has the 12 houses, I won't get into technical details, is wherever the moon is placed, wherever it says MO, जहाँ चंद्र राशि प्लेस्ड होती है आपके 12 घर में से कोई भी एक घर में, उस हाउस की जो साइन होती है, जो राशि होता है, वो आपका मून साइन बन जाता है. So say for example, your moon sign is placed in the 4th house and the 4th house has the sign of number 12. So that 12 means you're a Piscean Rashi. Of course, for that you'll have to take an astrology masterclass or come for a consultation. But it's very simple. Now, sun is your personality. It's your
what you show to the world.
Yeah, what you show to the world. More than that, it's your life's path, your life's purpose, your soul's purpose. How are you growing? Where are you moving? You could be born as something. Your subconscious mind may have certain needs and desires, but are you moving aligned to that? So your sun drives your ambition. It drives your life's path. Like, do you want to be this? How do you want to grow? This is what the people see you from the outside, and it's like a broader picture. It's like your job title. You get a broader picture that ye CEO hai, to ye kaam karta hai. So that's like your sun. That's your sun personality. Again, the way to see it in your Kundali is where your sun is placed, in which house and which Rashi, and that becomes your sun sign. So your sun sign is actually also your zodiac sign. That's why we say, the general readings we have are all based on your sun sign, your soul, your soul's purpose. And your rising, ascendant, and your lagna is based is decided the time you were born. So it is always in your first house. Your first house is like the mask that you wear to the world. It's your personality. It's how you style yourself, how you look, so it's all of that. It's more like the outer. It's your body. It's all of that. How you behave in terms of the outer personality. Are you a physical person? Do you like to just sit back, relax? What is your style of showing the world who you are? So all three are very important. But today, since you asked me to predict something about 2026 and we want to kickstart the year with a high note, we're going to take up moon signs, because I think your subconscious mind is 90% of the work you do, whether it's your past life karmas, your present karmas, the future karmas that you want to create. Everything is driven from your mind, and mind is the most powerful organ that we have in the entire system, the brain. So we're going to discuss moon signs. And
so help me understand before we dive into it that because a lot of people, and I want to clear this so that people can understand that, because typically we look that meri opportunities kahan aa rahi hai, mere breakthroughs kahan aa rahe hain. We look it from the sun sign. Help people understand why it is equally important to look for those breakthroughs or from the moon sign perspective also. Because we are going to do it all moon sign today, no sun sign happening, right? So if you can delve a little deeper into that.
So sun sign gives you a general perspective of the person's personality. It is more like the outer. Like I said, it's like a job title. But inner, आपके अंदर क्या चल रहा है? आपके विचार क्या हैं? आपकी सोच क्या है? आपके experiences क्या हुए हैं? You know, since you were growing up, the family you were born into, the things that you've gone through, your ancestral lineage, your karma,
All of this
your
is moon sign,
all of this gets is comes from your subconscious mind,
which is
because it's stored in your memory there, and
Yeah.
90% of your brain is subconscious mind.
Yeah.
तो अगर किसी को डिकोड करना है कि हम एक्चुअली किस तरह से बिहेव करेंगे इस पूरे साल में, whether we're going to go grab that opportunity or will we have the strength to overcome that block, or are we going to go forward, it will come from your mind.
Sure.
Your personality is the outer. So वो बाद में चलती है, you know. So worldwide, of course, in Western astrology, we do the sun sign. It's more easily understood,
Right.
you know. But actually, if you really want to understand in the most realistic way and in the most stronger, you know, have the foundation of astrology is based on your moon sign. That is very, very strong.
Lovely.
फिर वो सब आते हैं, you know. So and also again according to your timelines, आपकी दशा क्या चल रही है, अंतर्दशा क्या चल रही है, how will you behave. So of course there are a lot of other components which play a part, and tarot will reveal a lot of subconscious blocks that you have, but that's again a different way to predict different sciences. तो हम moon sign पे जाते हैं.
Correct.
We'll dive into it.
Yes.
So for 2026, we will start with the Aries Moon.
Right.
Aries is the first sign we discuss in astrology. It doesn't start with the January month. Actually, पंचांग में और हमारी Vedic astrology में हम सबसे पहले मेष राशि से start करते हैं. But I'm going to keep it very simple.
Sure.
And so everybody understands it.
Yes.
So if your moon sign is Aries, right? Now, Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is all about courage. It is all about action. It is about initiation. It is about taking charge, energy, high intensity. So जो ये वाले लोग होते हैं, इनके लिए एक सबसे important चीज होती है for them is to be at leadership positions, you know, to be there, to shine, to make their presence felt. So the universe this year is very strongly telling them that stop waiting, just begin, just start leading. You know, so you have to lead. Now that's a very, very important message, where even if it's about a role or taking a new decision, even making a shift from, say, being in a job to, you know, doing some entrepreneurship or business, just go and do it. Take up that leadership position. That's the strong current theme of the year. Now, when it comes to love for the Aries, your relationship, because you're ruled by Mars, is going to become very direct and passionate. So if you're single, then you know what it is. And if you're ready to mingle, then you know what it is. And if it is someone who's already in partnership or marriage, please bring that passion and love to your relationship, because this is the current energy, you know. And also I see a very strong mid-year, I see Aries attracting partners. So
moon sign Aries attracting partners.
Moon sign Aries attracting partners. So that's good news. And money will be again based on the decisions they make. So their financial growth is based on the bold decisions they take, which means you all can take risks this year. And leadership and entrepreneurship is going to open new doors for you. So if there's something coming, please look, grab that opportunity.
Interesting. That sounds good. What about the next one?
All right. So the next is the Taurus Moon.
Yeah.
Now, Taurus Moon is ruled by the energy and the planet Venus. Venus is all about value, beauty, wealth,
comfort, luxury,
finance, all of that. And their underlying theme and the message for this year is, you know, so this is a very important thing. You know, sometimes we undermine our worth and we undercharge. So the biggest message for Taurians, especially if they're in a career or they're working, please don't underprice your energy. You know, so please charge your worth, understand your self-worth. It's very, very important. The moment you correct your value, your money mindset will shift. So please do not undercharge. Very, very important. Okay. Love 2026 for Taurians. Relationships will deepen with emotional security. Taurians need a lot of emotional security. They need that safe space. They need a little more cajoling and a little more validation from their partners.
So they'll find it, or they are right now in the space of give it to me.
So the singles, good news, they are going to attract stable, committed
Okay.
commitment-oriented partners.
Okay.
But as long as they value their self-worth, that's very important. And valuing self-worth also comes in their jobs and whatever they're doing. So please don't underprice yourself and don't underestimate yourself. That's the
And
current
don't
energy
lower your
for.
standards even for relationships. That's what I'm
Yes,
hearing, right?
yes, absolutely. Now, money 2026 for Taurians, pricing corrections, long-term investments are going to flourish for them. Like, like I said, for the Aries Moon, it is just go out there and take the risk. But for them, long-term investments are going to flourish. So please think long-term. And any field which demands luxury, design, creativity is going to expand for them.
Lovely. Because Venus, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Venus
Interesting.
energy.
Yeah.
Gemini moon sign. Now, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about communication and clarity. If I just have to put it very, very simply. And when we talk about communication and clarity, now for Gemini moon sign, a lot of them are going to end their old relationship loop. Yeah, which means that if you have been unclear in that relationship, if you've had, inconsistent communication over there and you're shoving things under the carpet, then it's time that this relationship will end or this pattern will end. So, please bring more clarity to your relationships in your love language. If you don't, it's going to end. And stop accepting half truths. Please confront them, ask them. What is it? Ask them the clarity, bring clarity to the relationship.
So more vocal, basically. They need to be more vocal.
Vocal, but have, because it's ruled by Mercury, please bring in, with your vocality, bring in clarity in your communication.
What they want.
Yes, what they want and what is it that the other person or the situation wants. It could be a love relationship, it could be a relationship with the boss, it could be a relationship with your family, relatives, but be very, very clear.
Sure.
That's when the clarity will come back. And if it's not, and there are only half truths, you'll have to close that loop. So closing that loop is sometimes you just distance yourself from people. Sometimes you're not able to get out of that situation, but you know where to create that space. So that. Now, love 2026 for Geminis, it's going to be a good year because a confusing karmic cycle is going to end for them, which means the relationship loop will end for them. And what will enter will be now a more honest, emotionally present relationship if they have worked on their clarity.
Yeah, so it's basically if you've done the inner work, then 2026 is going to reward you with
Correct. Done. And we're all
Yeah.
in the process, right? We're all work in progress. So we have to continue doing that very, very strongly.
Okay.
Money for Geminis,
Geminis.
now communication based work will grow. So anyone who's probably in communication, say social media, AI, speaking, whatever, they are going to grow tremendously this year. It's a very good year for them. So teaching, writing, digital work, and contracts will bring in a lot of stability. So that's the year for Geminis.
Yeah.
Cancer moon sign. Now, cancers are ruled, it's a very emotional sign, because they're ruled by moon, and moon is in a very emotional sign. It's a very feminine energy. So cancers, whether they're men or women, they're very emotional, they're very nurturing, they're very, very intuitive. And so this year, this is the year when you have to stop emotionally parenting adults. Now, what does that mean? This is the time when you have to take a step back because a lot of times we overgive, so they have to stop parenting others, let others find their space and let them grow, right? So please take a step back and don't overgive. That's the energy because they are anyways overgivers, they're nurturers. Cancer moon sign. So that's the very strong theme for this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Love for them in 2026. You will attract, if you're single, attract mature, responsible partners. If you're not single, you're already in a relationship. We do see a lot of maturity in your relationship, a lot of accountability from both ends in this relationship. And relationships are going to be lighthearted and they're going to be more mutually, mutually compatible. So very good time for the cancers, as long as they know when to take a step back. Money, savings improve if you stop carrying others' financial burdens, which means they're overgivers and sometimes they are also people who lend money, or they are over helping. They don't care about taking the loans or taking the hisab back and all of that. So again, clarity will lead to smart money decisions. That's important for Cancer moon signs.
Okay. Now comes Leo,
Okay, so Leo.
my favorite.
Wow. Are you a Leo?
I'm a Leo
Sun sign.
sun sign. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So these are Leos who think intrinsically like a Leo. So
Hmm.
intrinsically, they're very strong. Their
Hmm.
identity is the most important to them.
Hmm.
They like to be in the spotlight. So their hidden unconscious behaviors are also driven by that lion's energy, right? And their ruling planet is Sun. Sun is the year, great year for them. So Sun is all about identity, purpose, spotlight, and that's typical Leos. Now, message for the Leos in 2026, the Leo moon, your destiny clicks when you stop dimming your brilliance. So, which means an unexpected spotlight, recognition, performance, or any kind of leadership will put you exactly where you are. So, be open to receiving. It's coming to you. This is your year, actually. It's one of the best years for Leo moon sign.
Lovely.
Love 2026 for Leo
Yeah.
moon sign. Partners will admire your light. So please don't shrink from it. Don't be like, oh, I can't take in compliments. Just
Yeah.
soak in the
Yeah.
compliments.
I think as a Leo, I can say Leos
Yeah.
can't shrink.
They
Like
can't shrink.
they would try. I mean, and this I'm
Hmm.
speaking strictly from the sun sign angle.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can try for a while. We can
Yeah.
pretend that okay, it's okay. No, I'll give
Yeah.
you your space. But they can't do it for long.
Yes.
They would
yes.
eventually. They would like, look, let me
Yes.
just give me space.
They like to shine their light,
Yes,
na? And
yes.
that's so important.
Yeah.
So again, the message is don't dim your light. Please take in all, bathe in that sun's energy. And so singles will meet somebody in their public or professional life.
Oh,
High chances for Leos.
office romances.
And you never know, long-term
Yeah.
partnership.
Maybe, yes.
So money for 2026, visibility boosts your financial trajectory, which means the more visible you are, the more you are there, which is seen, which is heard, which is understood, you will be able to take your financial trajectory to a higher momentum.
That's the reason you said that don't dim your light, because
Yeah.
don't dim your light because that can block your finances,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes.
So for Leos, they're always moving. They're always high in action, which
Yeah.
is such a good sign.
Just like Aries.
Yes.
Always action
And
taking.
they're very two strong planets, right? So Leo is driven by Sun. Sun
Yeah.
is powerful.
Yeah.
Aries is driven by Mars, again, very powerful.
Very intense.
So it depends how you harness the energies
Yes.
without letting the ego go.
Yeah.
I mean, with letting the ego go, because the Sun can have a lot of ego and pride and arrogance, so they have to keep that balance.
I feel the whole thing keeps coming back to have compassion, have compassion, have compassion. I think
Especially
compassion.
this year.
It's a theme of 2026.
This year. Virgo Moon.
Yes.
Virgo Moon is again ruled by planet Mercury, and Virgo is the planet Mercury over here is more so about skill. It's about detailing. It's about mastering that perfect, mastering something with perfection. So Virgos are more like that, And the message for 2026 for Virgos is basically a skill you've quietly mastered will now become your breakthrough. Which means that something you've learned even casually over the years will now become very valuable to you, very visible to you, and also profitable. You can also scale it. So something you've built as a hobby maybe for Virgos, where you think, I'm a good chef, I'm a good baker, I've done this, TK. Please make yourself visible, because this that you've mastered so quietly behind the scenes can actually become your biggest breakthrough. Love 2026, love grows peaceful as you stop overthinking. That's for Virgos. Communication will strengthen an existing or a new bond. So if you're already in a relationship, you'll be able to strengthen that. If you're not, you will be able to find relationships which are which will give you that strength, which will strengthen you. Sometimes you feel very inspired being in a relationship and you just want to be in that. It could be a friendship, it could be any relationship, it could be a boss employee, it could be whatever.
It's like it's sounding that kind of relationship, where people say that my partner helps me evolve,
yes,
or become a better person.
Yeah,
I feel that's the kind of relationship you're talking about for Virgo moons.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got it.
Perfect.
Money for 2026 for Virgo moons, a niche talent, like I said, a skill they've kept, a secret or hidden, will become their origin or source for cultivating and building money.
So this can be like a side hustle as well, right? Something that they have hobby,
it can
they
be,
can start.
it could be their main hustle as well. Depends where they want to take it. Mercury, which is the planet which rules Virgo, will support service-based analytical and healing work. So people who are in that industry are probably doing it as a hobby. For all the healers, if you're not charging, if you're doing something which is service based and you feel like, "Arey, why charge? This is all community service," please charge. You will grow from this business, especially Virgo moons.
Yeah.
The next is Libra
Libra,
Moon.
yes.
Yeah, wow, you know it. Now, Libras are again ruled by Venus, like the Taurians. Now, Venus here is slightly different. It behaves differently. Venus in Libra Moon, like, in the Libra Moon, you have these two, the tarazu, where you're trying to bring in the balance, the justice. So, Venus over here is all about balance. Balance in relationships, balance in yourself, balance in beauty, so all of that. So here the message for 2026 Venus Libra Moon is to restore your karmic balance in your heart so you stop over compromising. Very important, because only when you stop over compromising, the universe will align with you in a more peaceful, balanced way to bring you those balanced connections. So please stop over compromising. That's like their message for this year. So your karmic balance will only come to, like the tarazu is only going to come to that equal
Balance, yeah,
weight
equilibrium.
when you know that I'm not here to compromise, So love for the Librans. Libra Moon this year, again, message restoring your karmic balance in your heart. You stop over compromising. Yes, if you are single, you will attract emotionally reciprocal partnerships. So, which is a very good sign because, I think relationships need a lot of reciprocity because today, with the feminine and the masculine energies competing against each other, the Librans are going to get lucky. They're going to attract equally reciprocal partners who are emotionally available for them, which is a good thing. Singles will find harmony with somebody who's balanced and artistic.
I think it works beautifully because what I've been hearing for Libra sun sign also, they say that 2026 is gonna be their year. Like, yeah, they're just gonna
Amazing.
run with it and fly.
So nice.
So I think sun and moon both. I mean, it's great to hear that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now, money, collaborations, and creative partnerships will thrive because Venus also brings an energy of partnership, togetherness, networking. So, collaborations will really thrive for the Libran moon energy, and joint ventures will actually bring them a lot of financial ease.
Oh.
So, please collaborate. All the Librans out there.
Lovely. Up next.
Up next,
My favorite.
the
Scorpio
Scorpion
Moon.
Moon. Yes. Now, the Scorpion Moon, Scorpion Moon is ruled by the planet Mars again,
Okay.
like you have the Aries, but here the Mars is actually it behaves very differently
Okay.
and very intensely. So it's this Mars over here is more about transformation. So someone like you and someone who carries the Scorpion Moon energy, when you're the Vrishik Rashi, like they say in our Vedic astrology, these people are very, very curious and very, very aligned to transforming themselves constantly. They believe in transformation. They believe in a lot of depth. That's when they really start enjoying life. Depth nahi hai, superficial hai, to nahi samajh mein aa raha. That's like, theek hai, And for these moon signs, they have a lot of karmic endings.
Okay.
Because they're constantly evolving and transforming, they will face a lot of karmic endings in relationships and situations.
So like a lot of old not needed relationships
It
would kind
happens
of
naturally because they are constantly wanting to transform. So people start leaving their energy space. They're not able to cope up with that frequency.
Right.
So that's how it happens. Message for 2026 for Scorpion Moons, Vrishik Rashi. The Scorpion Moon, a truth you've sensed for years, finally surfaces, and this will transform everything. So go back to see what was that truth you've been thinking about for years. Ye ho sakta tha, ho raha hai, and finally it's going to surface.
I'm going to put my Sherlock hat up. What was it that I was thinking to be
one
correct?
thing, you've probably not been addressing, or it is in your backstory? So a karmic phase is going to end for the Scorpion Moons, and this is going to clear their path for rebirth, especially because this is the year for new beginnings and emotional alignment, and new beginnings is rebirth. And the Scorpion Moon energy is all about transformation. So it's going to be a period of rebirth for you, you know, so something new is going to happen in your life.
Wow, it sounds very exciting.
Yes.
Looking
So be open to
forward.
receiving. Sometimes, you know, it's all there, but we don't
Yeah.
receive it, and then it just passes by.
Yeah.
So don't let it pass by. This is going to be a rebirth for you,
Mm.
literally. Love 2026, a
Mm.
karmic bond transforms.
Okay.
If there is a lot, we all have karmic bonds, but
Correct.
that will transform, because if it was suffering or if there was a block, or it'll end completely. So that's the energy for 2026.
Sure.
And new connections are going to feel very magnetic and soulful. So you're going to attract new people.
Let it come. Let it come.
Bring it on. Money 2026,
Yes.
financial renewal begins with restructuring. So you might have to get into restructuring, reordering a lot of your finances. Maybe they're a little all over the place and you need to put it together.
Right.
So do it by the end of this year so that you start your Jan with more clarity.
Lovely.
New income emerges after releasing outdated patterns, which means that once you start restructuring and setting an order to your finances, you might get some new income also. So you're clearing the energy also, right? The dense negative energy of your money. If there is a block, kuch atka hua hai, nahi aaya hai, aana chahiye tha. So once you start restructuring your finances, your accounts, you will see new income also emerge. So maybe new income source or something.
Sure. So it's basically the more I shed the old, the
Mm.
more space I'm giving for new to come
Yeah.
and kind of thrive in there.
Yes,
Right?
that's the overall energy, and especially for money.
Lovely.
It's a
Everyone
good year.
loves money. Yes. Let it come.
Yes, now we come to the Sagittarius Moon,
Yes.
which is also called the Dhanu Rashi, and the
Mm.
ruling planet is the Jupiter.
Okay.
And Jupiter, like we all know, is a beautiful planet. It's the planet of abundance, prosperity, and all of that. But here in the Sagittarius Moon, it gives you a lot of expansion. It is the planet of wisdom. It is also the planet of travel and adventure, especially for Sagittarians,
Oh,
because
wow.
that's the innate quality. Now, message for Sagittarian Moon, Sagittarius Moon 2026, it will expand your world through learning, travel, spiritual awakening. So nowhere in none of the signs they have spoken about travel so deeply as much as for a Dhanu
Sagittarian.
Rashi Sagittarius Moon sign. A lot of travel. So please grab those opportunities and just go.
Mm.
You know, and your path will widen. Your purpose will become more clearer when you start traveling, when you are aligned to spiritual awakening. So a lot of Jupiter ruled moon sign Sagittarius will actually prosper when they start traveling. Prosper is not always with money. It is just, you know, prospering in every angle.
So it can be like a travel job. It can be hosting a travel show. Maybe it sounds exciting, right?
Yeah.
Relocating, something like that.
Yes, relocating, not so,
just travel.
but expansion. Yes.
Sure.
So relocating, I think that's more the energy of the Aquarius moon sign.
Okay.
Yeah, they will have these, but we'll come to that.
Sure.
So yeah, traveling, learning, because Jupiter is also the planet of wisdom and expansion and learning. Jupiter is like the guru. The more you learn, the more you're able to, expand and align with your energy. So anyone who's ruled by Jupiter, please always be learning. If you're in your Jupiter Mahadasha, please learn, find mentors. It's beautiful.
Knowledge, a lot of knowledge.
Yes, yes. Love for Sagittarius moon sign, honesty will bring emotional expansion. Long distance or spiritual connections will grow. So travel. If you're traveling, you're opening your horizons, you're going to align with a lot of people in the long distance journey. Money, education, coaching, international work is going to flourish. So these people who are already aligned to this or are planning to step into the business of this or upgrade their skills, wherever education is concerned, they are going to really flourish.
So Sagis, I feel, are just going to go global 2026.
Yes, they should. They should.
Yeah.
Right. They will.
Wow.
Yes.
Great year for Sagis,
Yes.
I feel. Yeah.
Yes.
So moving on to Capricorn Moon.
Yes, Natasha. So the Capricorn Moon for 2026, their ruling planet is the Saturn. And Saturn is all about discipline. It is about your actions. Actions means karma and also structure and stability. Now, the message for Saturns for 2026 is, that Saturn always rewards you with consistency. So when you're consistent, you will see long-term gains. Now, this year is for long-term stability recognition. It is for authority. It is, like the tortoise, the slow and steady, when they rise, they become undeniable. Like, they are the people who are actually noticed. Lambi race ka ghoda.
Yeah.
So Capricorns are like that. And this is the energy for 2026 that Please continue with consistency. Y'all are lambi race ka ghoda. You know, your recognition is undeniable. If you follow the Saturn's energy of following consistency, long-term stability has to happen to you by the end of this year.
Wow.
So that's the message for Saturns. Now, love for Capricorns. Now, the love for Capricorn moon sign in 2026, relationships are going to become very codependent. It's a good thing. Dependability is also a great thing in relationships. You need that. We are a society where we all exist together in harmony. And the singles will also attract mature, grounded partners, which is, I think, a great sign because, we are all looking for grounding and attracting grounded partners, So with so much toxicity around, it's very important to have such energies that you're able to attract people who are able to give you long-term commitment. So this is a very positive sign for Capricorns. Now, money for 2026, Capricorns, career restructuring will bring them lasting gains. If you remember, even for Scorpion moons, there was financial restructuring, if you remember. For Capricorn moons, career restructuring is the mantra. So if your career seems a little haywire, it is scattered, then you must come back, collate, and get your career back in order. If you're planning to sort of get into a new space or a new job, make sure that it is aligned with what you're doing, and don't look at short-term gains, because this is your period of long-term gains, this entire year. So if this job or this project or some financial investment is going to bring you long-term gains, go for it. If it is not, then pause and think. Yes. And like we know, Saturn rewards disciplined effort when it comes to financial stability. So discipline is the key for Capricorns.
So just flow with Saturn's energy, basically.
Flow, yeah. So
Yeah.
the keywords are discipline,
Discipline,
structure, stability.
yes.
So when you understand that, you will understand that this is your theme for all the Capricorn
2026.
moons. Yes.
Sure.
Now coming to the Aquarius moon.
Yeah.
Aquarius moon, the ruling planet is Saturn again, but the Saturn over here behaves very differently because, so each planet will behave differently in different signs. So like we have the Mercury for Gemini, and we also have the Mercury as a ruling planet for Virgos. For Virgos, it's a very analytical planet. But for Geminis, it's a planet which is about communication and clarity. So here, Saturn, more than bringing structure, is about innovation. It is about breakthroughs. It is about your karmic shifts. So this moon sign typically is also a very innovative moon sign. They constantly like to innovate, evolve. They're always coming up with new ideas. So the energy for Aquarius moon sign for 2026 is it asks for emotional truth. Now, this is a little hardcore because the moment you let yourself feel instead of intellectualizing too many things, everything will start shifting for the Aquarius moon sign.
Is it like that? For example, I'm feeling bad, but I intellectualize it. It's just a phase, it'll go on.
Yeah.
Rather than I'm not feeling it, I'm just like, this is just a phase and shrugging it off.
Yes.
Getting into the feeling that no, I'm feeling bad.
Yes.
That.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. So it's good to acknowledge what you're going through.
Okay.
So feeling means you're acknowledging something.
Mm.
When you're acknowledging it, you're in the awareness and you're healing it. You're not over intellectualizing it. You're not over procrastinating it. So whatever you're going through, ask for the emotional truth. What are you feeling? More than thinking, what are you feeling? What is your heart saying? That is the message for Aquarians. Focus on your heart, focus on the emotional truth. Feel. Don't intellectualize.
Sure.
Love for Aquarius in 2026. A soulmate-like connection can appear when you drop your emotional armor. That means if you're able to, sometimes we have these walls, right, which we build around ourselves because, we've gone through a lot and we are judging people all the time. So it says that allow to receive, that drop that guard, drop those antennas that you have so that you're able to receive the energy of a soulmate connection, which is likely to be around you in 2026. And soulmates can be in the form of anything. When we're talking about love for 2026, I want to clarify that love can be in the form of any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be the opposite sex or the other sex. It can be a boss, it can be a boss and an employee, a mother and a child, family, relatives, between cousins, siblings. So this energy, this universal energy of love is for everything, right? And of course, soulmate will always be the highlight, as we all know. So in whichever way you take it. Money for 2026 Aquarius moon sign, basically a lot of financial opportunities are going to come through technology and unconventional paths, because Aquarian moon sign is all about innovation and unconventional paths. So when you're looking at money to come in, if you're in tech already, you're going to be doing well. If you're not, you're planning to get into it, great. If there are students who are planning to apply for universities and technology oriented subjects, perfect, very, very good. Any unconventional, untrodden path, again, very good for Aquarius moon signs this year. So you can make that big thing. And please don't worry, because you're ruled by Saturn. It'll help you to stabilize all the gains that you have. Sometimes, ugly gains are also fluctuating. So don't have any doubt, since you're ruled by Saturn. And if you're aligned with the energy, you will be able to stabilize all your financial fluctuations. So overall, it's a good year for Aquarius.
Okay.
And last but not the least, we have the
Piscean,
Piscean moon sign.
Yes.
And so Piscean is ruled by Jupiter again.
Okay.
And Jupiter here behaves differently. If you remember Sagittarius, we spoke about Jupiter, where it's about expansion, travel.
Knowledge. Yeah.
Yes,
this-
wisdom.
yeah.
Yes. So the Jupiter here is much more deeper. It's different. So the energy of Jupiter is one is the letting go energy, where anything that comes to your life, and if you are not being able to resolve it, let go. Secondly, Jupiter's energy with the Piscean moon is also about enhancing your intuition. It is also about compassion, which is the underlying theme of this year,
Yeah, correct.
and spiritual flow. So
Yeah.
sometimes, like we say, let's go with the flow. That's the energy of Piscean, because Piscean is ruled by water, and water is flowing.
Flowy, yeah.
Right? It's about these two fishes, the soulmate
Yes.
energy, and flowing. So that's the Jupiter energy it carries. Now, the message for Piscean moons this year. So the Piscean moon 2026 will make you connect with your intuitive, creative energies. So it's going to listen to your intuition, instead of logic, intellectualizing something and rationalizing something too much. Piscean energy is highly intuitive. And this year, the energy is going to get heightened by 10 times. So listen to your creative, intuitive process. It's going to bring you a lot of gains.
Okay.
And what was blocked earlier for you will start beginning to flow if you follow your intuition before your logic steps in. So these are your spiritual gifts for this year to sort of, manifest this year: your intuition, your creativity. And love for Piscean moon sign 2026, a soulful, emotionally safe relationship will deepen for you. So if you're already in a relationship, or you have a beautiful soulmate bond with somebody, it's going to get further deepened and enhanced. And a lot of old wounds will start dissolving, and a more purer love is going to enter your life. We all want that pure love, unadulterated.
Yes.
So the Pisceans are going to get lucky this year. So it's beautiful energy for
Lucky
Pisceans.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for money, 2026, creativity, healing arts, spiritual work, any kind of intuitive work is going to make them really, really flourish. So focus on creativity, intuition. These are your two buzzwords. And again, partnerships and intuition-led decisions will lead to a lot of abundance, which means partnership, why? Because it's the fish's energy. And again, intuition-led decisions, since we're going to enter the energy of sun, and, we've entered this space already, it's like an overlap. You, as leaders, you always have to take decisions. And so when your decisions are based on intuition, and if you're a Piscean moon sign, it's going to help you immensely. So that's the energy for money. And good year for the Pisces.
Yeah, that's a detailed, deep, kind of dissection that you've done.
Yes.
So if I have to sum up, right, tell me which is the luckiest moon sign of 2026?
Luckiest?
Out of whatever you've read it so far.
Oh my God.
Which moon sign has the most amount of unexpected shifts in a very good way, right? Unexpected luck kind of coming their way. What sign would be that?
So I'm going to give you my perspective on that, because there are three top signs who are really going to make a lot of breakthroughs. And for me, lucky means signs, situations, and people who are aligning with the breakthrough energy. It is not about someone who gets, a lot of money or good luck in love. So nobody gets it all, in life, right? There will always be challenges, but the signs which will make breakthroughs this year, the top 3 signs are Scorpio, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars's energy, is Aquarius, because there's a lot of energy for innovation. And I mean, there are a couple of them, but I would go with Aquarius. This is also the age of Aquarius. Yes, it's going on, and the Aquarians are really going to make that shift because they're constantly evolving and transforming. And I feel that people who are constantly evolving and transforming and aligning with the energies of the universal years that we have, because we are in that era. And as Neo Yuk says, new transformation, new era. Those signs will be able to really manifest what they want. So Aquarius energy will really do well and thrive because very, very innovative sign. It's also a sign which is very tech driven, which is very AI driven, and they believe in moving fast. So, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So very strong discipline and structure. So such people are going to really thrive. And for me, it's a green flag for the Aquarius energy. So, yeah.
Amazing. And what would be the top sign or signs? And I love this question. I know so many people would be looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
That who have high chances of meeting their soulmate. I know that you have told for each and every sign, but I want to know which moon sign or moon signs have the highest probability of meeting their soulmate in 2026.
So again, the top 3 that I think will really make it and cut through that is the Gemini Moon sign.
Okay.
Ruled by Mercury. So if they have clarity in communication, they're going to make breakthroughs in their relationships which are already existing. And even if they're attracting new relationships, they will have breakthrough transformative relationships this year. So Gemini is my top one. The second one I would say is the Pisceans, because Pisceans are very intuitively driven, but they will also attract soulmates. So, how beautiful it is to attract a soulmate energy where you feel totally aligned, where you feel understood, where you feel seen, where you feel heard. So, and Pisceans also have this innate quality of letting go. So they know that if this is not working for them, initially they find it hard to let go, but once they decide, they will let go. So a sign which has the ability to intuitively get drawn to a soulmate relationship, yet they're able to let go for the sake of learning their lessons and completing their karmic lessons, is the Piscean. And this year, because Pisceans are ruled by Jupiter, they are going to really thrive in finding the soulmates that they are looking for and really craving for. And the Geminis are going to make breakthroughs if they have clarity in communication. So their old relationships, if there was a block, or the new relationships, they're really going to make it work.
So top 2 basically.
These are the top 2 actually, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And who's going to get married? Who have the high chances of getting married? All the single people or all the committed who've been waiting for it. It's who has 2026 as their marriage year, moon sign?
This year, people who are entering marriages and long-term commitments and partnership will be the top-notch Leo moon signs. The Leo moon signs are ruled by the sun, and the energy of sun favors them 100%. So the Leos are highly likely to get married. They're going to move into live-in relationships, stabilize their live-in relationships, all kinds of partnerships, marriage, weddings, engagements. So Leos have a very, very high chance. The other sign that I feel who will have very long, stable relationship this year, which will culminate into a marriage or a long-term partnership, is Capricorns. Capricorns are ruled by Saturn, and Saturn talks about stability and structure. And Capricorns will attract a lot of long-term, mature relationships. And when you're ready to take that accountability and move into the new stage of any kind of partnership, Capricorns are very, very commitment oriented. They're also very stable with their thoughts and thinking, and they like long-term relationships. So After Leos, it's the Capricorns who will get into marriage and partnership this year. Even people who are single after divorce or separation with Leo and Capricorn moon sign will be getting into new partnerships and stabilizing
That's a happy news. That's a really happy news.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, so now the next question that I'm gonna ask, I love it. And I really want to ask
capture
this.
that emotion and expression of yours.
I really want to ask this so that people can be prepared and be aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because this keeps on happening all the time. Which moon sign has the highest chances of attracting someone from their past in 2026? And should they be trusting it? Like blast from the past, or should they ignore it?
So, sometimes blast from the past is not always the best energy.
Yeah.
And two people who I feel are going to be very vulnerable to attracting blasts from the past. So, two moon signs is Cancer Moon, because Cancer Moon is very emotional and it's a very nurturing, overgiving sort of a sign. So, they may attract partners from the past, and they will be tempted to reconsider that relationship. But I would say no, it's a red flag. Please don't overgive and overcompromise. The Scorpion Moon energy again will have intense past relationships coming back to them, running because this moon sign is going to invite some very intense past relationship, so they have to be very careful again, because if this relationship is not transformative, it's only going to get them into a space of toxicity. So I would say red flag for this also. So these two signs have to be very, very careful. And so the Cancer Moon and the Scorpion Moons have high chances of attracting blasts from the past, but it could be toxic. So
no to that.
Absolutely.
Very sorted.
Yes.
Good that I did this right now with you.
You'll be tempted, but then...
but no. Red flag is a red flag.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Red flags are tempting.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in a celebratory mood, it's a different thing. You can...
No, but red flags are tempting. But that's how they get you into that space,
right?
That's,
correct.
Yeah, so no, not happening for sure. So, which are the signs that gonna see some unexpected money, unexpected success, or like a really crazy professional leap?
So, I'm going to break this up for you, Natasha, in three categories.
Sure.
One is that the moon sign, which is going to make unprecedented amount of income if they're aligned correctly. Then we'll go to the moon sign, which talks about taking these huge, giant professional leap in their career and then unexpected success. So the one which is really going to monetize their skill set and make great income in 2026 is the Virgo moon sign. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury also is to do, besides communication, with financial resource management. And why so? Because Virgo is a very skill-based sign. They're very meticulous. And if the Virgo will move from plateau income to a multiple source income. So anything that they're doing skill based, and if they're able to expand that skill base, which I think they are going to do beautifully this year, will bring them lots of income from different channels. So Virgo looks like they are going to really make good financial leaps this year.
I'll see how many Virgo moons I have as friends.
I am one.
Wow.
Multiple channels of income.
Amazing.
Bring it on.
Yeah, totally.
So,
and which one is the
professional leap?
Yes.
So the sign which shows a great jump in their professional leap is Capricorn. Capricorn moon sign. Capricorn moon sign is ruled by Saturn. And the Capricorn moon sign is usually very, they are authoritative moon sign. They believe in authority, stability, and bringing in consistency because they're ruled by Saturn. And these people, especially ruled by Capricorn and Saturn, will make huge professional leaps because they are people who believe in discipline. So discipline and consistency for Capricorn moon signs is going to bring them great results of Saturn this year. And I really see them rising professionally very beautifully. So yeah.
And which one is the third?
Unexpected success.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So unexpected success is undoubtedly the Leos and the Leo moon sign, because they're going to get like overnight success or instant recognition if they are aligned to their path. More so because if they're doing something which is technology driven, or where they're able to shine their light, they are going to get overnight success, and they might just go viral also. So Leos are going to just, you'll be like, wow, how did this happen?
Yeah.
That is a Leo, really, like, that was so unexpected out of them, because suddenly from dimming their light, they're going to shine their light.
So a lot of creators who might have Leo as their moon sign have the
Absolutely.
potential to go viral.
Absolutely.
How
Absolutely.
amazing,
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
So before I wrap it up, one question that I really want to ask, that we have spoken about how it is going to be for each and every moon sign, right?
Mhm.
How do I align myself? And
Yes.
I'm asking this for all the signs. How do they align their energies so that they can go with the flow and actually take it in? Because I remember our conversation where you asked me that, how was my 2025? And I was like, it was very bad. And you were like, but it was not supposed to. So maybe I was doing something where I was not able to, take the juice of 2025 that was for me.
Yeah.
So if we do not want to repeat this in 2026,
You mean the hacks?
the hacks, what should we do to
Okay.
align our energy so that
Sure.
we can literally take the best out of what is there for
And
us?
maximize your
Max it
potential,
out,
right?
yes, yes.
So, yeah, that's a fun way of addressing it. Hacks. Now, these hacks are actually simple Vedic rituals. And you can call them hacks, you can call them Vedic rituals, whatever aligns with your energies.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about aligning energies for the year 2026, which is ruled by the number 1, we're all, in that celebratory mood, and now we're sort of moving ahead towards our work, career, personal relationships. And sometimes, like we say, and our energy is our aura. Our auric field is a very it's a very strong spot where people and situations can drain us, or they can consume us, or we can feel very strong about our auras. The best way to conserve your energy or cleanse your aura, I do it from a very simple Vedic ritualistic space. These are called the 5 elements, because our aura or our energy space is made up of 5 elements, which are called the 5 Panchabhutas, Maha Panchabhutas actually, which is, we all know, it's the air, the fire, the earth, the water, and the sky or the space, right? So, so if you feel you're getting drained this year, or if you feel like, kisi ki buri nazar hai, ya, I am constantly falling sick, or I'm attracting the wrong people and situations, these are 5 things you can do, which are very simple and, home-based remedies, whether you're sitting in your office or you're traveling, you can do these. So let's start with the earth element, which is one of the Maha Panchbhutas. So the earth element, very, very simple thing to do is, आपके घर में या आपके ऑफिस में, आप जहाँ पे भी हो, you can get some pink salt or rock salt or sea salt. Keep it in a bowl close to where you're working or you're staying, or probably next to the door where it's hidden. In that bowl, have this pink salt or rock salt. Keep 2-3 balls of camphor. Now the salt absorbs the negative energy, so it grounds you. And the camphor, जो हम जिसको हम कपूर भी बोलते हैं, भीमसेन कपूर, that will break the energy. It will dissipate the negative energy. So when you keep this as a combination in a bowl, preferably a glass bowl, it is going to absorb the energy around you. So whether you're sleeping, whether you're working, आप एक छोटा सा एक bowl रखिए, and जितनी भी नेगेटिव एनर्जी आपके आजू बाजू में है, आपके इंटरनली भी है, इट विल अब्सॉर्ब दैट एंड टेक इट टू दैट बोल. सो दैट्स लाइक ग्राउंडिंग योरसेल्फ थ्रू द अर्थ एलिमेंट, cleaning your energy, cleaning your aura. Now when we go to the air energy, or the so their air energy mein aap the best way to cleanse it is, you can light a ghee diya, you can light a candle, whatever whatever you follow and whatever you are comfortable with. And usse aap jab aap candle light karte hain, so you can actually rotate it anti-clockwise 3 times, and you can rotate the candle anti-clockwise 3 times around you from head to toe, and set the intention that whatever energy is draining me is going back to the source and the universe, and I am taking back my power back. So the earth element is to ground your energy, where you're keeping that bowl of salt next to you wherever you are. Then we will go to the fire element, and fire is your Agni Tattva, and fire element के लिए something very very simple. आप अगरबत्ती लीजिए, धूप लीजिए, you can sage yourself. You have to light the incense or the agarbatti, and you have to take it around your auric body 7 times anti-clockwise. So you're cleansing your energy. You can cleanse the energy of the environment you're in with the sage or the agarbatti, which is very easily available, or dhoop, and then you keep it there to burn the ashes with the intention that I'm washing away all the negative energy in my environment and in my auric field, because you're a part of that environment. So that's like a hack for
the air element.
for the air element. Now, when it comes to the fire element, we have something very beautiful, which is lighting a diya.
Okay.
And when you light a diya, you can stare at the diya for about 3 minutes. Instead, if you don't have a diya, you can light a candle. And when you light a candle, you can just set the intention for 3 minutes. Keep staring at the flame of that candle or the diya, and set the intention that all the negative energy which is encompassing me or my environment, I am letting that go, and it is burning away in that fire, the flame which is lit in front of you. So set that intention, observe that candle for 3 minutes or longer, and that's how you cleanse your auric field again. That's another way. Now we will go to the space. Now, when you come to the space, the most beautiful way of cleansing your aura, which I also practice regularly, is chanting. When you chant, you do your mantras, your japas, you're able to cleanse the space or the sky energy around you. Because क्या होता है, sound energy की जो vibration होती है, it is very, very powerful. You are not only cleansing yourself, you're also cleansing the aura and the negative energy around you. So chanting is very very powerful. अगर आपके पास कुछ भी ना हो, but अगर आप chant कर रहे हैं, और that will give you great protection. हम हनुमान चालीसा करते हैं. We do मृत्युंजय जाप, we do our Gayatri mantra, we do we do so many things. We do affirmations. They're nothing but you're increasing the vibration through your sound, and you're cleansing the space. So that's again a very good way to cleanse your aura. So अगर आप कहीं travel कर रहे हैं और आपको you're feeling uneasy, or people around you are making you feel edgy, or you are feeling a little drained, please chant. Best thing. आपको ना तो candle की ज़रूरत है, ना अगरबत्ती की ज़रूरत है, ना किसी की भी ज़रूरत है.
This is what I do when I'm in flights, especially flights. My Hanuman Chalisa starts, and I'm like, please, Sai Salamat Pahunchaate.
Correct.
That's my go-to whenever I'm in a flight.
Yeah, I can understand. Last is water. Water is a big energy cleanse, it is a cleanser. So it soaks in all your energy. जब हम कभी-कभी जब थके हुए होते हैं, how after a party or something, we go and have a bath because we want to drain out all the negative energy. But उस पानी में अगर आप you can add some rose water drops.
Okay.
All right. So maybe take 2 tablespoons of rose water drops, and you can put it in your mug, because आजकल तो सब showers से आते हैं. And then the last rinse could be of that rose water drops. We're enhancing the Venus energy, and we're bringing back love and abundance back to our life, and we are letting go of all the negative energy which is gathered in our auric space or the energy field. And if you want, you can also have a salt water bath, which is very easy. Again, the last rinse that you do from top to head, from top to toe, can be your salt water bath. But I think I've seen great results with just taking some rose water, spraying it, dabbing it on your face. अभी तो वो मिलते हैं, gulab gel मिलता है, and face mist मिलता है with rose water. I think it's beautiful. It'll give you the Venus energy and cleanse you of all the negative toxicity. और आप नहा सकते हो rose water के साथ, तो और भी बढ़िया. So these are the 5 hacks to clean your energy centers, your 7 chakras, or any day you're feeling low, you're feeling drained, you're feeling sick, and so that's the best way to keep purifying yourself and keep purifying the environment around you.
And keep moving forward in 2026.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Pracchi. This was absolutely a very future-driven conversation, right? We are just, I think, a few days away from 2026. And this is what everyone wants to know, right? They want to know how it is.
We've actually already entered 2026. There is always an overlap. So, there's always an overlap. I mean, वो जो energy जो start होने वाली है, वो December से उसकी energy already, we're already manifesting it.
Yeah.
We're already thinking about
Yeah.
it. So there's December, Jan is an overlap of your past and your present and your future.
Yeah.
So हम उस zone में already चल चुके हैं.
Amazing.
So
Amazing. Literally, I mean, it was so far, we have only seen people talking about how the year is gonna turn up according to the sun signs. This is the first time that even EV as a platform did it from the
Yeah.
perspective of a moon sign, and it
Yeah.
was so insightful. It was so revelatory. It was so beautiful to understand how all the moon signs are gonna be, what's the energy is gonna be
Yeah.
in 2026, and I'm literally cheering for all the moon signs what you mentioned
Yeah,
about the
correct.
unexpected success, unexpected love.
Yeah.
Professionally, all of you just go
Red
and
flags.
shine and fly and and yeah, of course, be careful and come back to the theme of leadership with compassion. That's a buzzword that I've been hearing for 2026, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
do that, and thank you so much for kind of guiding us before 2026 starts to how to take this year and literally make the best out of it and max it out to its true potential. So thank you so much, Pracchi. It was a wonderful conversation.
Thank you. And I really enjoyed talking to you. I think you have such great energy. So, when you meet people who are like-minded and there's a beautiful exchange of the frequency. Like when I walked in, you had this black and white, and I said, "Oh my God,
Twinning.
this is twinning." And I think it just sometimes you just connect.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I
Likewise.
could speak to you, share my insight, my foresight, and wish you all the very best, Natasha.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you.
Thank
And to
you.
all of you who have watched it till the end, thank you so much for sticking till the end. We really hope that you have got your nuggets for your moon sign, and we hope that you work on it and you actually take the result of it. For if you feel that this can really help out maybe a friend, and I'm sure this can be applicable to all of us, right? If you feel that you can share it in your friends, family members, employees, work colleagues, please don't forget to share it. And if you really loved it, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. I'll see you next year and with another exciting guest with another exciting topic. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.